What's going on, guys? This is my review of the Adidas X 15.2s. Alright, so Adidas launched the X's in their hashtag Be The Difference pack, which included the Ace 15.1s and the X 15.1s. Now these came out as the first takedown model for the X 15.1s. The .2s feature a similar synthetic upper to the 15.1s known as Exoskin, whereas the 15.1s have X skin. It comes with a dynamic fit collar, or as Nike would say it, but it is called a tech fit collar. It tends to wrap around your foot, causing a very snug fit throughout the midsection and the toe box. And because of this, I wouldn't recommend this for wide-footed players, as I am quite wide-footed. It was a bit uncomfortable to start with. You tend to get a lot of aches and pains around the sides of the boot, along here, and on the medial side here as well. Overall though, that aching and pain does seem to stop after a few minutes of wearing them, and it has a relatively short break-in for me. This can vary between players, but it was pretty comfortable straight out of the box, really. Only main difference is that you can really notice from the .2s and the .1s is the sole plate. It is exactly the same sole plate layout. You got some little artificial ground studs here, providing a little more traction when you're playing on those artificial grass surfaces, as well as the firm ground studs all along the sole plate of the boot. Now, these boots are mainly worn by players like Gareth Bale and Luis Suarez. Obviously, they wear the 15.1s, not the .2s. These boots would usually retail at about £100 as of today's market, and this is 2016. But I managed to go to an outlet store down in London. I picked them up for about 50 quid, which I think is an absolute bargain for a very high-end boot. That's only the first takedown of a really good launch of boots. I got them in the solar yellow colorway. I do prefer this colorway, but I'm also quite impartial to the shock mint colorway. As of comfort, I'd give it a 4.5 out of 5. It really wraps around your foot. It's a really snug fit. And the laces don't come up all the way. They don't. So when wearing them, the laces will look quite wide, or along here on the lace system. But the reason I'm not giving it a 5 is because of the aches and pains you'll get around here if you are wide-footed. As I said, I am quite wide-footed. As for touch and feel for the ball, the Exoskin provides a very good, like almost barefoot feel. It's because it is at the .2, it still feels like a bit thicker, but overall it's a good touch, and it provides good feel for the ball. If you look closely, it has little mesh kind of design there. It's not quite mesh or prime mesh you'd see on the Adidas Aces or anything, but yeah. Overall, I'd probably give this boot, well, durability wise, actually, let's see. I didn't experience any sort of durability issues. I tend to wear true socks, and that has worn away at the X in the middle there with the .2 design there. That's not really a big issue, only if you're really crazy about how it looks on the inside. I'm not really that nuts about it. I'm all about how boot performs. And really, I'm not really a believer in boots by position. I mean, that's up for grabs for anyone, but really it doesn't exist. And with this boot, it's a very good all-rounder boot. Lots of people can wear this boot. Defenders, fullbacks, wingers, midfielders, strikers, attackers, and all that can wear these boots, as displayed by Gareth Bale, Luis Suarez, Cesar Azpilicueta wears these as well. Well, he did until he switched to the 16s. But overall, I do like these boots. As a durability, I assume, I didn't really experience anything too bad. Like I said about the logo inside the side of the sock there, inside the boot. But no real sort of sole plate splitting from the upper or along the midfoot or anything. Overall, it's a very good boot. Out of 10, I'd give it an 8.5, maybe a 9. And it is quite a bargain. So if you do see a pair of these like going for 50 quid, I say snag them up, because they're usually about £100. Or in the 15.1s, they'll usually retail about 75. And if you just don't have the money, then you need the boots, then just go ahead and grab these. That's the same situation with me. I needed a pair of boots for the season, and I saw these .2s and I thought, wow, that's a bargain. That would serve me well. So yeah, 8.5 I'd say for these boots. Very good, very reliable. Overall, a very snug fit, and it looks very nice too. Yeah, but you can play these on artificial ground and firm ground as a really handy little thing. So on AstroTurf, I could probably get away with these as well. That saves me having to buy another pair of AstroTurf boots.